Well, we've crossed the Atlantic now. We've moved from Las Vegas to Stockholm in Sweden. Inline still on the menu. The vert competition, both runs coming up. There are 10 competitors involved. They've got 2 runs, 50 seconds each one. It's the best run that counts. The best score will win. And they're judged on a 100-point scale by the panel here. And Sam Fogarty will be first in, the 17-year-old from Melbourne, Australia. 50 seconds for Fogarty to turn it on here. Very talented skater, both in vert and on the street course. He's finally learned how to put together a run that the judges will appreciate. Knows what the judges are looking for now. It's not the most spectacular ramp that the vert skaters have ever used, but it does the job. Good grinds towards the end of the run. It's a good time for Fogarty to really start pulling some impressive tricks, and it's been fault-free so far. No mistakes for the Australian. Plenty of technical tricks, plenty of rotations, and a good run all round for Sam Fogarty. This is a good way to start the competition. McTwist, upside down 540. And a fakey flip to finish. Not a lot of height on that one, but enough to give Fogarty a score of 71.33. He leads. That's where we are. 25 points each for style, difficulty, consistency, and line. That's how the judging works. Aidan Kramer's next. He's from New York.
Anytime I'm in Europe, I have this, anywhere actually out of the country, I have this sense of nationality in me that I can't walk around without being like an American jerk, and I have to, you know, live up to my American expectations as being a loud, rude person. So I try as hard as I can. I've got my little Born in the USA tattoo that Arlo gave to me, and I'm not gonna forget my roots. Wow. Well, I don't know about you, but I would suggest that Aidan needs to chill out a bit. Now, let's see what he's got to offer in the vert ramp. Aidan Kramer, born in the USA, but competing here in Sweden. Now, Kramer can go bigger than just about anybody in the sport when he really puts it together. Very snowboardy sort of style from Aidan Kramer. A real carver. His invert tricks were a real problem for him last season, but he seems to have corrected that. Last 5 seconds now for Aidan Kramer.
5, 4, here we go, that's it.
That's a good finish. Oh no, just blew it at the end. Looking for a score in excess of 71.33 to give him the lead.
Are you having fun, Stockholm? No? Yeah?
68.33, the mistake at the end just proving costly for Kramer. He's in third at the moment. Now Ty Chris has recovered from his injuries that he picked up in Las Vegas that we saw in the first part of this program, and he's back here, and when he gets it going, Ty Chris is unbeatable in the vert. His great asset is that he can spin in both directions, natural or unnatural. Look at this, just back-to-back dynamic tricks from Tide Chris. So much variation in this run. Grinds as well, technical tricks mixed in with the rotations. That's what the judges like. And showing no signs of the injuries that have caused him a few problems over recent weeks. Tide Chris streets ahead of everybody else here. The Frenchman in a league of his own so far. There's a second run still to come, but it's going to take something special to beat Tide Chris of France. Looking at the natural eggplant twist on the left and the unnatural on the right, and 81-33 is the score for Tide Chris, giving him the lead here in Stockholm at the end of the first run. Fogarty's second, then Buhander. After the break, we're back in Stockholm for the second run in the vert run. Part of the annual water festival here, as we join the second run of the inline vert competition. Tim Ward of Australia, just 20 years of age, next to go. Scored 65-67 out of a possible 100 in his first run. 97 X Games vert champion, second on the street course. He's a real innovator, but not a regular on the tour, just turns up when it suits him. Bit of a mystery man, really, Tim Ward. Nice soul grind. And he immediately backed up that soul grind with a lovely 720. Plenty of good technical tricks on the coping. Good twists and rotations. Tim Ward with a solid second run here, and he'll certainly improve on his first round score despite the little tumble at the end.
Alrighty. Are you guys ready?
Let's see some of the highlights of this run from Tim Ward.
17 years old.
There's the 540. 720 here, two big body spins. Not quite as good on the coping as normal for Tim Ward. 70 dead the score, puts him in third. Paul Molina, 22-year-old, a veritable veteran of the sport. He's from Melbourne, Australia. The Australians keep churning out these talented inline skaters. They really do lead the world. Paul Molina. He knows exactly what to do for the judges. Might not have quite the trick vocabulary of Tim Ward or Tide Chris, but he can turn it on when it matters.
Oh, you got about 23 seconds. Make some noise, Stockholm!
Nice Royale grind. It's using the side of the boots of the skate. Just the last few seconds of a good run from Paul Molina. Just dinking around on the coping, really not really performing as well as he might, but a good enough run from Paul Molina. Upside down, twisting around, that's where Paul is at his best. And 65-67 puts him in sixth. Let's have a look at some of the other runs in the finals here in the vert competition. Matt Lindenmuth scored 53-67 in run 1, 51-67 in run 2, enough to give him 10th spot in Stockholm. Chris Garrett notched up a 60, improved on it slightly in the second run, scoring a 63-33. place for Chris Garrett. Then Todd Grossman, in only his second season, got into the top 10 with scores of 62.33, backed up with a 63.67. A 24-year-old from urban California, Mike Budnick now. 62 dead in his first run. Looking for an improvement. Still Ty Chris the leader with that 81.33, and it's going to take a run out of the very top draw for anybody else to surpass Ty Chris, who was skating at his very best. Good mixture of rotations and grinds here from Mike Budnick. Alley-oop fishbrain, that was a nice grind. Good street skater, Mike Budnick, and he's brought all those street skills into the vert ramp. Flat spin at the end, but not quite as sideways as he needed to be. Looks like that's taken something out of him as well. Mike Budnick, sure to improve on that first round score of 62, but by how much? Alley-oop fishbrain, that was the highlight of the technical side of the run. 68 the score for Budnick, puts him in 5th. 3 more skaters to go in the second run. First of those is Sam Fogarty, 71.33 in his first run. He's in second place coming into this final. A long way between he and first place man Ty Chris, however. Lots of acrobatic maneuvers in this run from Sam Fogarty. Now he starts to put in some technical tricks. Has to mix it up with the less spectacular grinds. Last few seconds for Sam Fogarty. Looking promising for him to hold on to that second position. Nice finish. Oh, spoke too soon. Sam Fogarty crashes down on his behind at the end of the run, but I think he'd done enough to give himself a guarantee of finishing in the top 3. Good acrobatic ability from Sam Fogarty, mixed in with nice grinds. Not as technical as Ty Chris, though, and it's only a 72 for Sam Fogarty of Australia. Javier Bujanda of Spain, the 19-year-old, last but one in this second and final run. 68.67 he scored in his first run. Much more height he's achieving in this second run. This is good stuff from Bujanda. Saved his best till last. Never finished out of the top 5 this season in a pro competition. And there's loads to enjoy in this run from Bujanda. This is one of the best we've seen, and this could challenge the lead of Ty Chris. Chris may not have it all his own way. He'll have to skate with some degree of skill in his second run. Nice 720 from Bujanda. And he's just pulled back-to-back tricks and grinds in this run. Best we've seen all day from Bujanda. A little crash at the end, but it won't affect his score too much. Bujanda way better than his first run. Ty Chris sweating it out a bit now. He's 81.33, could be under threat from the Spanish skater Javier Bujanda.
All the way from Australia. This guy had an awesome first run.
And the two have certain similarities in the air.
Rollerblading going well, yeah? Alrighty. Up next.
Now, has he done enough? Not quite. It's good enough for second, though. He's pushed Sam Fogarty down to third. 76.33 in the second run for Javier Buhanda. But Ty Chris has already done enough to win the competition. That 81.33 has sealed it for him, but he's not going to disappoint the crowd. He's going to drop in again for one last run.
1, 2, 3, fight it in!
Ty Chris gets going. Pressure off. He's already scooped first prize in this competition. Skating with an injured knee and a damaged hip, although you wouldn't believe it watching him go here. Oh, back-to-back rotations from the Frenchman. And there was a 900 in there as well. That's 2.5 rotations. Now he starts to grind. Used to be a roller skater. He's now turned to inline, but not for long. You'd be surprised that he's only been inlining for about 4 years. Oh, he's got so much in this run. Ty Chris runs out of steam, but it doesn't matter. He'd won it before he started, and he's bound to score higher in this second and final run. He's streets ahead of everybody else.
All right, moving on. Are you guys ready for this kid? He's from Rochester.
Dominated the competition from the moment he dropped into this ramp.
That was amazing, wow.
That was an unnatural 900. And he knew it was good.
Are you guys ready for this kid? He's from Rochester, New Hampshire. All the way
84.33 the score for Ty Chris. He wins in Stockholm.
Ty Chris, congratulations. Fantastic skating. Did you think that coming in with an injury you'd be able to skate this well?
Really not, you know. I was half an hour before the final. I thought I don't skate, you know, because already for walking was not so easy. But then I put really strong protection on the knee, and I thought, okay, I try, you know, I have nothing to lose. I try. And when I was in the ramp, I thought, okay, you push, you don't think for the pain, you push. And I'm really surprised myself. I did really good skating, you know. But also I thought before, you know, to do only a trick where the knee cannot be hurt, you know. So that's why also.
Confirmation of the results. Europeans taking first and second. Sam Fogarty in third for Australia. The best of the Americans, Aiton Kramer down in fifth. Then Budnik, Molina, Grossman, Garrett and Lindenmuth rounding off the top 10. That's all from Yoz Action tonight from Las Vegas and Stockholm. Goodbye.